Hey everyone, and welcome to DapperTails. It all started back in 2017 when Chris and Emily bought their very first grooming van, one dream, and a lot of hustle. Fast forward to today, we are rolling strong with 26 vans in 9 states, an amazing crew of groomers, and a shared mission to bring joy, freedom, and opportunity to everyone behind the shears. Let me introduce myself. I'm Marketa. I joined forces with Chris and Emily in 2023, but our story goes way back to 2018. I was one of the few mobile groomers on Long Island then, and while some of the people saw me as a competition, Chris saw me as a friend. He was always there to help, even when my generator gave me nightmares. Then, when I knew Chris and his wife Emily are special. Today, we will meet Ashley Miller, a totally rock star groomer. She's here to share why she joined, why she stayed, and what makes rolling with DapperTails the ride of a lifetime. Ashley, thank you so much for being here. Please introduce yourself, tell me something about you, and I have some questions for you.
Yes, I am Ashley. I am one of the groomers in the West Palm location, Florida. Um, I basically came on with Chris just over a year ago. I knew him a little bit before then because we have a same kind of thing with you. We have a little group of different mobile groomers in this area, and we just sometimes we would go out to dinner with all of us, and Chris was there, and he's also in our little group chat, and he would always see me stressed out and complaining that my van was always breaking down.
Just
I
like
had
mine,
my
yeah.
yes, I had my own business called Fairy Tales Mobile Pet Spa. And literally I probably twice a week I was in the group chat complaining and stressing that my van was always broken. And he reached out to me and he had a van that was just sitting here, so he offered me his van just to use while my van was in the shop, and then the rest is history. I
Yeah.
just basically he we went to dinner one night, me, Emily, and him, and we just I never looked back, basically.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much like what happened to me too. So, how does it feel that even you have a boss now, you still have the freedom to schedule your own clients and write, like, kind of run your day the way that you want? How does it feel? Like you have a boss, but still do your thing? How is
It still feels great. It feels great just because I at first I was a little apprehensive, obviously going from working for myself to having a boss. But then it's basically like I'm still working for myself, except without the stress of having to do the back end stuff, like the business side of everything, and having to be responsible for, my van or anything. So it's actually better. I'm very less stressed. I get to actually enjoy what I do and, be the groomer that I want to be.
Yeah. That's what I remember. A lot of people asking me, why would you like give up your own business? Why would you do that? Why would you work for somebody else? And I remember saying, it's not when it comes to Chris and Emily, it's not working for somebody else. I literally work with them. And
Exactly.
when he said that when something is wrong with the truck, I'm sending mechanic to you. I'm like, what? I don't have to get on my knees. I don't have to get under a truck. I don't have
Yeah.
to get dirty. I don't have to do anything in the rain and snow and stuff like that. That was
And
like,
thousands of dollars.
yes, that was like such a stress relief for me that when he pulled up the new van in front of my house and I got into it, I literally just focused on the grooming. And that's what I love the
Yes.
most. And that's why I started this business. I just wanted to groom. I don't want to be under a truck. I don't want to be a mechanic. I don't want to do everything, all that. So That was really amazing part. And you don't work for them, you really work with them.
Yes, it's like a family.
Exactly. Um, Another question I have for you, you started as a groomer and now you are helping run the show behind the scenes.
Yes.
Was that something that you plan, or did it just happen naturally as you grew with Dapper Tales? Because I see you on the office side. What's going on? How did that happen?
Yeah, so I started as a groomer. I did not plan any of this. I just started as a groomer, but since I had owned my own business, I kind of in the Florida location, I was kind of just helping out with stuff, scheduling other groomers, appointments and everything. And Chris and Emily recognized that. And then they just kept watching me and everything, just doing stuff, taking initiative. And then they came to me and asked me if I would like to be the operations manager. And so at first I was like, oh, I don't know, but it's been a really good to grow. I can still groom, focus on grooming, but then also I'm able to grow within the business because all of us groomers know like it's a tough job, very physically, everything. So you can't groom your whole entire life. And
Yeah,
so
you know
to
that
be
one.
able to grow and have something else within a company that you love and you love working with is just amazing.
Yeah, and you are amazing. You really are. I saw you in action, and you're really great. So they are definitely lucky to have you. And yeah, it's amazing that somebody can recognize the other talent and just go with it. And you are definitely you brought so much into the company, so definitely that's great. Um, so a question: if somebody comes to you tomorrow and offered you some money somewhere else, would you go or would you stay?
Duh, if someone offered me $1 million, bye, Chris. That
Bye.
means I wouldn't have to try to find me a sugar daddy. Sorry, Chris.
All right. Can you
If
share the
anyone,
$1 million with me? I'll go with you.
yeah, of course. Of course.
Awesome. Um, One thing that I notice, and we all know that DapperTails is on an expensive side
Hmm.
of price with the pricing, but people still book with us and they keep rebooking. What do you think it is that how come the price is expensive, but they're still sticking with us? What do you think we offer so good?
So a lot of it is basically your, your client interaction. They we find the best of the best groomers. We put them through training and everything. And we just don't take Joe Schmo off the street and put them in the van and go send them to a client. We want to make sure that the groomer who comes to their door is friendly and it's kind they you basically build a bond with your clients and
Hmm.
the clients recognize that and they don't mind paying a premium for a premium service basically because they do realize that wow, I mean this person really cares about my dog. They do amazing haircuts and everything. So they'd rather pay the premium than going, you know, spending a little bit cheaper with someone else and then not getting the
Yeah.
same experience.
I think that definitely goes when you say you get what you pay for.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because we do have the customer service and the quality is
Yeah.
really out there. And yeah, we try to really work with every single client.
Yeah.
And I know just from my clients, I became a family
Yeah.
with them, and
Yes.
it's really priceless. And
Yeah.
the dogs get used to it, the people get used to it, and it's just really great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you like develop these personal relationships with not even just the dogs, but with, the pet parents as well. And so it's definitely hard to let go of that aspect of everything.
yeah, definitely. If somebody is asking you, hey, shall I work for DapperTails? Is it good opportunity? Is it like how do they treat you? Like what is it like working for DapperTails? What would you tell them?
Well, obviously I could only tell them my experience. I can't really tell them, what to do with that, but I could just tell them my experience with Dapper Tales. And then the only other thing I could tell them is just, have a conversation with Chris and Emily and then go from there. And then you can always do ride-alongs with the other groomers and see if this is something you like. But I they would have to develop their own opinion. But my experience obviously has been amazing. I've only been with the company for a year and a half, I would say. And I've already grown so much. It was
Hmm.
literally probably the best decision in my career that I have made because and I almost didn't make it because obviously when you have your own business that you put like so much blood, sweat, and tears in, it's hard
Hmm.
to like you think of yourself as like a failure when you're like when you let go of that part. But then really it's you're really bettering yourself and your, your trade that you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, great. Nicely said. Awesome. One thing I absolutely loved about you when I found out about you was that you do dentistry. I am obsessed with
Definitely.
dentistry, and we cannot do that in New York.
Mhm.
It's not legal. So I was like, how come Ashley's doing dental on the dogs? Blah, 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 blah. And Chris said that you actually went through schooling, right?
Yes.
And now do you groom also, or do you just do the dentistry?
I do both. I do groom and the non-anesthetic dental cleaning. I don't do it on the same day. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do that on the same day, and I won't do on that in the same day on the same dog. Like it's
Hmm.
yeah. But I did go to school for it. It is a gray area, I would say, in a lot in the industry. But as long as you are being completely upfront with your clients and
Hmm.
informative about everything, I feel like just like with grooming, there's obviously bad apples in the grooming industry. And again, groomers aren't regulated either.
Hmm.
But with the non-anesthetic dental cleaning, so I like to tell my clients this does not take the place of what the vets do.
Hmm.
Um, Obviously, when your dog is under anesthesia, they can get more in depth, take x-rays and everything, see what's going on in the mouth. Where not what I do is I help maintain and
Hmm.
prolong of having to go so often to the vet to do it. Also, I'm also able to obviously help the dogs out that can't be put under anesthesia and then they need
Yes.
their teeth done. Like dogs really like, our senior pets, dogs with congestive heart failure or heart murmurs, um,
Hmm.
dogs like that. I have quite a few of them, those clients. And I am able to go subgingival, but just the first pocket, not like what the
Hmm.
vets can do. So that's why I just make sure I let the clients know. Don't think just because I'm cleaning your dog's teeth. I actually scale them with a hand scaler and everything.
Hmm.
Um, and then I can go in there as I'm in there. I have a dental chart that I give them. And then I let them know, if they really need to go see a vet or, and they can hand that dental chart to their vet as well, so the vet can
Hmm.
look at it and everything and say, "Oh, okay, yeah," because I went in there and I was checking everything out, everything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. And just the fact that you can check the teeth and let the
Hmm.
pet parents know that there is something going on.
Yes.
And if you cannot get to it, they should get to it because it can cause a lot of problems in the dog
Yes.
health. Yes, that's amazing because I always like check everything on the
Mhm.
dog, and sometimes people don't even realize how much stuff they have in their
Yes.
mouth. And
It's like us,
hmm.
if we don't do it regularly, we can get health problems from our teeth and everything like that. It's just like humans. But yeah, definitely, unfortunately, a lot of pet parents don't realize the teeth is like one of the main health concerns on a dog's body cause so much stuff. They don't
Mm-hmm.
realize that, but um, I try to educate.
Yeah, no, that's perfect, and I admire it, and it's so needed in this industry. And I'm sure the clients have to be happy that they have
Yeah.
this chance, you know,
Mhm.
because so many people ask me in New York, and I see that a lot of other people would like to offer it, but it's not legal.
Yeah.
And when you go to the vet, it's so much money,
Yeah, and a
you
lot of
know.
people can't afford it. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
try to help out, as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it doesn't take the place and how in depth a vet can get. But
Right.
it certainly helps tremendously.
Yeah. And just the educating part, you know, the
Yes.
prevention is so important.
Yes. Yes.
So it's great. Yeah. So how many days do you groom and how many days do you like do the dentistry and how many days in the office? I mean, do you work 7 days a week now?
I feel like the back end office is 24/7. But I try to groom 2 days a week, and then I
Hmm.
do dentals 2 days a week.
Okay.
But I will admit that I do groom a little bit more than I
Hmm.
should. But I love my clients. It's hard to say no.
Yeah, I know. But I think the nice part is that Chris and Emily are not pushing into any decision. You're just like, okay,
Yes.
you want to keep grooming, keep grooming. You want to do this. And that's the
Yeah.
nice thing that you
Yeah.
are still running your show and you have the opportunities to grow with the company, but you still kind of your boss when you think about it. So I
Yes.
think
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
that's really amazing, and I don't think this opportunity really. I don't know if anybody can match it because,
No, yeah.
uh, yeah, I have been on my own forever, and like I said, I would never work for anybody. And now when I am with Kristen and Emily, it's completely different story.
Yeah.
And I just, when you look around, I don't think anybody else offers that freedom and still, you know, be successful and still doing your thing on the
Yes.
same roof.
Yes,
So.
and it's great that they allow you the freedom to kind of pick your own schedule. So
Mhm.
like you're not stuck asking someone permission, it's just
Right.
you have the freedom kind of like, you can work as much as you want to work, or you can work as much as like one day a week if you want to. So it's
Hmm.
like
Yeah.
it's
So that's
amazing.
awesome. Yeah, and they do understand. Emily is a groomer.
Yes.
So she knows exactly what is going on, and she will tell Chris, like, yeah, I know
They
what
need a
she's
break.
talking about, so this is what's happening. So that's the nice part because
Yeah.
I remember working for somebody who was not a groomer years ago in the shop, and it was a nightmare, like how do you
Oh,
explain something to somebody when they don't even, they never held a trim, like trim a dog
yes.
or held
And
a clipper.
people don't
So,
understand how physical grooming is
hmm.
on your body and how like yeah, it's very tiring on your body. So that's also why it makes it amazing the opportunities that they have in DapperTails to grow further in the company if you really
Hmm.
want it.
Yeah, that's really great. Uh, yeah, so I think I don't have any more questions. I absolutely had a fantastic time to speaking and learning more about you because there is still some stuff I need to know.
Yes.
But it's awesome to watch you grow with Dapper Tales. And every story we share reminds us that Dapper Tales isn't just about grooming. It's
Yeah.
about people, it's about purpose, it's about passion, and stay tuned for more stories about the other groomers within a company. And until the next time, keep doing what you love and keep rolling towards
Yes.
your dreams. And thank you so much, Ashley, for being here. It was
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you for
Great
having
talking
me.
with you. Yeah, and I will see you next time.
All right. Thank you.